The Writer's Psychology. The Psychology of a Great Writer. If you have always been drawn to word, have vivid imagination, and process knack for putting your mental pictures into words, you have probably been drawn to or tried your hand at writing one or more times in your life. Every day we see the newly released books hitting the shelves or ebooks becoming available online, and we are compelled to consider what it takes to turn our way with words into a vessel which is able to transport us to greatness as authors. Effective writers, both past and current, whom have left a literary mark of depth and inspiration upon the world, have a way of thinking which differs from others around them. Like anyone who is filled with creative drive, their thought processes may seem a little off, but it is their acceptance of this fact and their willingness to publicly embrace their own psychology that has taken them where they are today. So, do you think like an individual who has the potential to be a writer of renown? One who will leave a permanent mark on the hearts and minds of those who enter your written world? Here we will review the way great writers think and the way they process and respond to their own thoughts. And we will show the parallels between these characteristics and the brilliant works they produce. Read on to find out where you stand psychologically and how your psychological makeup stacks up to that of a consistently successful and sought-after writer. The Writer's Psychology. While many may sit down to write for the first time thinking writing is going to be a breeze, they nearly always find out the opposite is true. You see, writing is far more than simply stringing words together into a story. That is indeed the simple part. Great writers, writers who leave a piece of themselves with every reader, are able to think in visible form. This consists of much more than simply telling a story. It requires depth of thought, the ability to articulate that thought, and a way of communicating that draws the reader themselves into the story being told or point being conveyed. A great writer is not only a great thinker, but they will compel the reader to think, to feel, and to act. It has been said by many authors of renown that when they write, their initial goal is to put all their thoughts into one proverbial basket of eggs. These are writers whose written words have had tremendous impact on humanity. For the creative writer, or the writer whose focus is strictly fiction, this is a process requiring detailed record-keeping, organization, and fresh inspiration on a regular basis. Many fiction writers, while extremely organized when detailing characters, places, and events, will be adept at taking a great idea and running with it. Inspiration can come from anyone and anything, and they are able to consistently produce works which result in the writer reaching bestseller status.